Welcome to your Astro Forecast for the week of February 19th. I'm Sarah Nicole. This is Twisted Goddess Tarot, and my mission is to help you navigate the cosmic energies with greater awareness. If you're watching right now, you are probably watching the replay. If that's the case, leave a comment so I can come back and say hi to you. If you're new here, we do this every Monday where I chat about what is happening in the skies to bring light to how this week's astrology may affect you. Of course, this will be on a collective level. How these astrological events affect you personally will depend on how it's interacting with your personal birth chart. That being said, the personal astrological New Year forecast is now available to purchase. You can see the link in the video description for that. All right, let's get started on this week's Astro Forecast. Starting out today, Monday, February 19th, we do have Chiron conjunct the North Node. This is something that I have been leading up to talking about last week's Astro Forecast, the weeks before that Astro Forecast, because this is a big one, as Chiron and the North Node are both slow-moving points that we look at astrologically. This is something that is not just felt the day of, right? So today is the exact conjunction between Chiron, the wounded healer, and North Node, the karmic point that shows us the direction we're meant to head for our soul's evolution. So this is a very healing time, but we've been feeling it for weeks, and we're going to be feeling it all the way into April when we have that solar eclipse that is happening right in between the Chiron and the North Node. Okay, so we're going to be feeling this well into April. I did make an entire separate post about the Chiron North Node conjunction yesterday that gave details for each rising sign and how it may show up for you. So we're not going to talk about that again here, because that post is available for you to really read all of that information and save it and digest it and look at it personally for you, for your rising sign. This is something, remember, that we're going to be feeling strongly until the end of the month, and then we're also going to feel it into April as well. Hey, Ginger. So other than that, this week on Thursday, we have another conjunction happening. A conjunction is where two planets or 2 points meet up at the same exact place in the sky. And on Thursday, February 22nd, we have the Venus-Mars conjunction happening in Aquarius. So Venus and Mars come together only once every 1.5 to 2 years. So Venus represents the divine feminine that exists in us all, beauty, harmony, receiving, and Mars represents the divine masculine that exists in us all, action, courage, strength. So when these two planets meet up in the sky, this is really a call for balance. It's a call to own every single aspect of who you are. It is a call to not put yourself in a box and to use both aspects of yourself equally. The divine masculine or the yang energy, the divine feminine or the yin energy, to balance those out, just like the yin yang teaches us. So take a moment to evaluate on that day, on Thursday, do you need to call in more Venus energy into your life? Or do you need to call in more Mars energy into your life? So you can call in Venus energy by being really still in meditation, by journaling, by practicing self-love, by connecting with the moon's energy. And you can call in Mars energy by being active, by creating goals, by giving love to others, and by connecting with the sun or solar energy. Hi, Justina. Hi, Teresa. This is truly a time of unity. It's a time of balance when Venus and Mars come together in conjunction. It's also said to be a time of fated union between cosmic lovers. Venus and Mars, the cosmic lovers. They're getting to come together in the sky and meet in the sky. So be on the lookout for karmic relationships during this time, as well as divine counterparts entering your life, or even past relationships cycling around for healing to bring back that balance and that harmony. And then on Friday, February 23rd, we have Mercury moving into Pisces until March 9th. So Mercury is the planet of the mind. It influences our thinking, our communication, our mindset, our perception. Mercury is considered in detriment in Pisces. What that means is just that Mercury is weakened there. It's not its favorite place to be because it is really difficult to utilize the logical mind, which Mercury is that. Mercury represents the logical mind. It's difficult to utilize that logical mind, that Mercury energy in something like Pisces, which is spiritual, artistic, creative, watery. So for example, if you ask somebody who has Mercury in Pisces, that's me. I am one of those people. If you asked one of those people who are born with Mercury in Pisces what they're thinking and they say, oh, nothing. It's not because they are thinking nothing. It's because the logical mind cannot come up with words to describe the artistic landscape that is unfolding in the mind's eye. Words just don't seem to do justice when we have Mercury in Pisces. It feels like words are limiting. But also during this time, our minds become really opened. It's a great time for creative writing, for other creative pursuits. Our minds can easily flow from reality to fantasy and back. But it's also easier to get trapped in wishful thinking and delusional thinking during this time. It's also easier to retreat to the mind as a way of escapism during this time. So again, I am somebody who has Mercury in Pisces in my birth chart, and so just another example. I can zone out, disassociate, and lose whole portions of my day, retreating into the mind as a way of escapism. So that's something that we do have to watch out for. And to remedy that, reminding ourselves to stay present during this transit can be extremely helpful. Practice being in the here and now. Bring yourself back to the present, right? However you do that, whether that's through breath work, whether that's through grounding, whether that is through doing that exercise where you name like 5 things you can see and 4 things you can feel and 3 things you can touch, that exercise to bring you back into the here and now. And then on Saturday, February 24th, we do have the Virgo full moon happening. And so the full moon marks the peak of the lunar cycle. It occurs when the sun and the moon form an opposition, which just means that they are sitting exactly across the zodiac from each other on the different polarities, on the sister signs. So this opposition aspect really calls for balance. It mirrors energy. It confronts hidden energies, and it makes the subconscious conscious. So the full moon's themes include illumination, gratitude, and celebration. It's often said that during the full moon, your emotions and your intuition is supercharged. That is because of the illumination. It is as if the universe is leaving a nightlight on for us so we can see clearly, both in the physical and in the metaphysical, or the metaphorical as well. As above, so below, right? So take this time to sit in meditation, ask for illumination on the topics that you may not be able to see clearly, because under the full moon, you may be able to see them clearly. Gratitude and celebration. While the light of the moon is full, you're guided to look around, notice what is full within and around you as well. If you choose to make moon water or charge any crystals under the full moon, anything charged under the full moon holds the power of energy, holds power, holds success. So anything you want to amplify, charge with more power, that is done under the full moon. You can choose to celebrate, give gratitude, or ask for illumination around any area of your life. But it can be really extra potent if you focus your energy towards the area of your life that this particular full moon is activating. So that can be done for this full moon by looking at what house 5 degrees Virgo is in your birth chart, and then centering your full moon practice around the area of your life that corresponds to that house. I can also do this for you in each full moon in my monthly full moon reading that combines astrology, tarot, and oracle cards. It is available on my website. This particular full moon that is happening on Saturday, February 24th, is opposing Saturn, which can bring some heavy energy. Okay, so It may come with the illumination that you aren't quite where you'd like to be. Okay, because Virgo is very much the day-to-day life. It's very much the details. It's earth sign, so it's very growth centered, right? So this may come with the illumination that you're not where you want to be, because Saturn is that strict, kind of confronting us, giving us, you know, the real world, the real story, right? So that is okay. Right? That is okay. Remember that we can be both a work in progress and a masterpiece all at once. Any time the moon is in Virgo, that sentiment really becomes important. That you can be both a work in progress and a masterpiece all at once, right? No matter where you are, there's always still going to be work to be done, right? And there's also always progress that you're making and lessons that you're learning as well, no matter where you're at. Think about if you were where you want to be right now, there would probably still be work to do and lessons to learn, even if you were there, right? So it's that reminder to come back where your feet are, come back to the present, okay? So that is our Astro Forecast for the week. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, let me know. If you missed the beginning, the replay will be available. And do not forget to check out that personalized astrological New Year forecast. What that is it is a recording sent to you that goes the astrological New Year, which starts when Aries season starts. This year it's going to be March 18th or 19th, I believe. I sit down and I go over all of the big astrological happenings for the year and how they're affecting your personal birth chart. So it's just like an astro forecast here, but it's really personalized to your birth chart, where the eclipses are going to happen, where every retrograde is going to happen, Jupiter's movements, Saturn's movements, Uranus movements, Neptune's movements, Pluto's movements, and where all that is happening for you in your birth chart personally. All right, with that, I will see you all next week. So much love.